Alright team, so this video tutorial is going to be what we will use when we are starting to enter our cafeteria. Okay, we are going to change how we're doing things a little bit. We are going to systematize everything to where cafeteria duty or cafeteria lunchtime looks very similar to how sixth grade will run theirs, seventh grade and eighth grade. The only difference would have to be the size and then the colors of the shirts. That should be it. So now, that being said, what are the prerequisites for this? We are going to copy how the sixth graders are doing it, which is going to be that they're putting nameplates on each of these tables to signify where they're going to be seated, and it's based on their next period class, the period that picks them up. So, with that being said, sixth graders, they're putting in their third period teacher. Seventh graders will also start putting in nameplates for their third period teachers, and eighth graders will start putting in nameplates for their fourth period teachers. Reason being is that they are going to be seated. They're going to be seated based on their fourth period class for eighth graders. Seventh graders will be seated based on their third period class, and so are we already know where the sixth graders are done. The sixth graders are done an excellent job of knowing where they're seated. That being said, therefore, now that they know where they'll be seated, and we need to ensure that we educate our eighth graders and seventh graders where they will be. There will be a learning curve for that, but that's okay. I'd rather take that learning now and pay off at the end, and that's okay. So what we're gonna have to do now is this: we're gonna make the assumption now that the students know where their locations are, where their tables are. If their tables are in here, they are to go ahead and make a left here and follow this and start coming down this way wherever their table is. Okay, so this is the path that they're going to take if they are going to the left side of the stage. Now, if you know that your table is here on the right side, then obviously what you're going to do is you're going to go straight through, pass through the Eagles Nest Cafe, and fill this in this way. Okay, you fill this in this way. So you go through here. Again, if your nameplate is in this area, then we know that we are going to end up in going through up here and then coming down here. If you are on the other side, then you're going to go make a left here and you go up. Okay? It's really that simple. And we know that our zone leaders will be wherever zone they're in, they will be closely monitoring and consistently moving around, ensuring that the scholars are doing what is expected of them. We don't want to stand around in one spot and one spot only. You should only do that when you are trying to release them to their lunch lines. That's what we're going to do. Okay, the moment the students are already eating, we are going to continuously move around and the path that you have right here as like a snake, and then you come back around, you do the exact same thing, and then you loop this way. And you just go through this to keep continually being monitored the students. As you are doing that, the other side is also doing it, keeping an eye on their area, keeping an eye on their area, keeping an eye on their area right here. And who's in the power stage, the power position, the lead AP is going to be here to monitor and remind scholars and zone leaders to do maybe they're seeing their blind spot to remind them. Okay, and we are going to release the tables based on the command of the zone leaders. Okay, the zone leader could tell because the reason being is that they're here, they can see what's going on this lunch line. Somebody should be here on the lunch line area to monitor the kids to keep it moving along, going through back and forth this way. They're going to be moving back and forth this way, the monitor for this. Zone leaders or the grade level APs, please give me each of the teachers and then their responsibility in there. Okay, where their location is. I need a copy of that for each one. All right, so this is going to happen for 6th, 7th, and 8th. Again, one more time. We're going to go here. We're going to go up if if we are on this area. And we are going to come down the middle aisle if we know that our next period teachers class is in this area. Again, for 8th graders, it will be the 4th period teacher that will have the nameplates. For Sixth and seventh, it'll be their third period teacher. Okay, hopefully, and then of course we exit through here. And again, this hopefully is a clear instruction on how we go do our lunches moving on forward. Thank you.